Friends, in enterprise integration world, idempotency is very, very important criteria. So idempotency in sense, uniqueness of transaction, scanning uniqueness of transaction. So one incident happened in year 2020, August 11th. On that day, Citibank is processing some interest to its creditors. Accidentally, with some confusion, they process the principal of $900 million to 10 different hedge accounts, and they realized their mistake and sent polite mails to those companies, and some companies accepted and they refunded, returned back the amount, but three companies are refused to send back that amount to Citibank. And Citibank filed a lawsuit against those companies, and the judge given judgment in favor of that companies. So in this incident, Citibank lost $500 million. So that is the impact for a mistakes. Imagine you are an architect, you are architecting a solution, you are not considering the duplicates. Then what happens is, if a transaction execute the same transaction executed multiple times, for example, in a transaction, we are transferring $800,000, and the same kind of transaction happened three times. Maybe the system is not able to find the success response in the first transaction. It thought that the first transaction is failed and sent the same request again, and second request also we didn't get success response, but the transaction got executed successfully, but the system doesn't receive the success response. Assuming it is failed, it triggered once again. So three times the transaction got executed. So $800,000 transaction will get will become $2.4 million transaction. So three times. Okay. So that is very significant impact. So as a MuleSoft professional, you should always take care of idempotency. So how we can take care of idempotency in MuleSoft? We have we have the object store and cache store. Once we get the transaction, we will check is the same kind of transaction executed earlier or not by checking in the object store. If it is already executed, then we return the cached response. If it is a new transaction, then we execute the transaction, we capture the transaction ID. That transaction ID we store into the object store, and we make that transaction as a time to live factor of 24 hours. Within the 24 hours, we get the same transaction. We send only the cache response. We won't execute the transaction again, right? So there is a company called Stripes. It is an international payment transfer engine. It's very world famous. So the data shows that 40% of its payments it get the duplicates, right? So data shows roughly 0.4% of payment requests will be retried multiple times. Okay. So zero point 0.4 of billion means 4 million potentially duplicates. So if they don't manage the idempotency of transaction, they are dead. So that's important, the checking of idempotency of transaction. Okay. Now, um, there are some kind of methods like get, put, delete. Those are safe methods. Means if we execute those methods 100 number of times, nothing will be changed on the server side, right? Whereas the post method, you need to take care of idempotency. If you execute the post method multiple times, there is impact on the server side, right? So you want to know more about details about idempotency, how we manage idempotency of transactions in the MuleSoft. I'm going to start a program, a architecture program, MuleSoft architecture program. I will share you the details soon. Follow me. I can share the details. So we'll see with a different scenario in the next video. Thank you so much.